Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to.
Unpopular K-pop opinions, because Lisa got sabotaged by her label. Did she? I mean, it's hard to say it was her label's fault, though.
Was it her team?
Yeah, like,
Like,
could
who else
be.
will have the full album?
Well, Access is her team, yes, but they could have been hacked, though. So it's like,
How they don't have software at this point? Lisa's a big star, not a little star.
it's still everything is hackable nowadays.
Really? Oh,
Well, somebody just hacked into someone's emails, getting the password hacked. It's like,
oh, it's that easy.
I mean, you have to know who to target. You have to know the person to target them. But yes, if you know the person who to target, it's not that hard.
You know, from other art, I'm surprised how many people had access to the full label, full album, because some artists they say that only them and that one other person has access to the full album. Everyone else like
Well,
restricted off.
it's her own label, so it's a small
They're
company. So
still
I think
learning.
I think not that they're still learning. I think
They're still learning.
they all have access to it. I think that because how many employees they have? 10. So anyway, let's see who leaked Lisa's album.
Lisa's company Loud announced that they're teaming up with RCA Records to deal with the fallout from her album leak. Yeah, the album's officially out now, but the damage was done. Hundreds of clips flooded YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok, spoiling everything. There was even a persistent Google Drive link with all 12 tracks that kept resurfacing despite multiple takedowns. It's a massive breach that cost Lisa significant engagement. Legal action should be on the table, not just some weak copyright strikes. What's even more infuriating.
I mean, it will legal action is on the table. The person's people who leaked it, and well, by leaked it I mean took it A and B distributed it. So there's two parts of it. So those people definitely gonna face legal action.
I wonder how they're gonna find them, because I feel like if a lot of people spread it, it's like, who do you
Okay.
gonna attack everybody?
How they're gonna find them, I don't know. They might not find them,
Because they
but the
rely on
threat of
everyone
legal
spreading.
action is there. Uh,
They rely on people spreading it because then it's too big and you
yeah.
can't catch it.
They deal
Unless
with
you
one
don't take all
person
of them.
instead of president. Just deal with one person, show the consequences.
Whoever has the biggest views.
No, just like take one random person, set the precedent. Next time in the future, maybe they'll think again.
Infuriating is that this isn't an isolated incident. Earlier this year, Tate McRae's album So Close to What was leaked online on January 16th, a full month before its official release on February 21st. Tate was understandably devastated, expressing her frustration over the situation. Similarly,
1 month,
Jade
wow.
Thirlwall's debut
But this is
solo album.
worse. I feel like this is like just a few days. Like they were gonna drop it on Friday, guys. Like it was leaked like just a few days.
I disagree. I think a month in advance is worse than 2 days.
Why?
Because 2 days is people, people, I'll just wait. Well, listen, like, now if a month is like, ooh, a month, I ain't gonna wait. I want to hear it now. I think the more time before is like the more
think if you
likelihood
have the
somebody will find somebody, what a person will find it. A random person.
I feel like there's a lot of changes still being done within that 1 month, so it wasn't gonna be like the final album. But I feel like you get to the final album, even like a lot of stars, even when it's time to drop it, they're still not finished with it. Like there's still work that has to be done to it.
Well, what if it was leaked that she probably was finished or like 90% finished? So I mean, obviously it might not be like 100%, but probably like 9 out of 10 songs are the same.
Because one time I heard like an unreleased song because it was leaked, and when she finally finished the song, Cardi B, it sounded completely different. Completely, like it wasn't finished, mixed, mastered, and everything needed to be done on it.
That's a good point. I think whenever you're listening to a leaked song, you have to keep in mind
Yeah.
that it's not a final song. It's a
No,
leaked
because they
song.
would have
So,
dropped it.
yeah.
They're like,
Album faced a leak recently, months ahead of its planned release. Both artists are under RCA Records. Coincidence? I don't think so. When three artists under the same
Oh, so there's someone at RCA that's leaking in. I mean, if at this point, that is definitely a common denominator.
you think so?
I mean, if all three people that were leaked are under the same label,
So who's sabotaging? Who has motives to sabotage the
not
label?
sabotaging money, they're getting paid for it. The goal is not to sabotage. The goal is to make money. Like, they
So
don't
who's
have.
their competitor?
I mean, other labels. I don't know who's paying for it.
Because there is people who's been talking about, like, for Drake, who are paid to boost up numbers.
Right, I get
So
it.
maybe they can also sabotage numbers.
It is competition. Competition. It's never fair. In sports, there's steroids, and there is leaks. In other
I'm curious what happened with Tate McRae now. I want to know what happened.
I haven't heard about her leak, but
Yeah.
to be fair, we're not like really into her like that. So
Same corporate umbrella suddenly find their unreleased work splattered across the internet. You really expect us to assume it's just leak culture? As if this isn't a scripted circus? Please. 1 leak? Unfortunate. 2. Suspicious. 3. That's not a security breach. That's a business model.
Who's the other
RCA's
person?
cybersecurity
Tate, her, and
she mentioned, I don't know who it is.
security isn't being run by interns with dial-up. It's a hydra-headed strategy. Either they've outsourced their firewall to a Tamagotchi, or they're weaponizing exclusivity by
not
flooding the zone with
Tamagotchi.
calculated chaos. Spoiler, the Tamagotchi died in 1998. Modern hype isn't built on mystery. It's built on algorithmic desperation. Leaks are the new pre-save. Except instead of begging fans to click a link, labels can now play victim while covertly fueling hype. Imagine spending years crafting a body of work, only for it to hemorrhage online like a botched TikTok teaser. The real leak here isn't the music, it's the integrity. 2. Less than a day after their debut, one of the Hearts 2 Hearts members is already
What?
in a bullying scandal. Someone claiming to be her former classmate.
I'm not surprised. I feel like when we get new idols, everyone from their past have something to say. I'm not surprised.
Accused her of violent behavior, throwing rocks, breaking school property, hitting friends,
Rocks?
entitled family antics,
What
forcing
the fuck?
apologies, her mom causing drama, bullying peers, being uncooperative in groups, dodging accountability.
Okay, so it's sad to hear this, and if it is true, I feel sorry for everyone involved, except for the bully, of course. However, we did just react to Hearts live performance, and I said they need to cut some members. Well, there's the first member to cut.
And
Harassing
it can
tea-
happen because there's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's too many people in the group. Cut some and start with her.
Teachers with inappropriate comments and trash talking, and enabling trashy friends who smoked and bullied. Juniors, this
Cut her, of course, if this allegation is true.
Who gonna lie about that's a lot they said.
I mean,
even they talk about her mama.
Remember Hyunjin's situation? He was accused of bullying, but
Yeah, but I didn't really like that story because it seems like all of them were bullies.
okay.
But that
no,
still
no, no,
doesn't
no.
mean it was okay.
Okay, but this is just the first we're hearing about it. When there's more investigation, then maybe it comes out they were throwing rocks at each other. It was a rock fight.
That doesn't make it okay for me.
I mean, okay.
I
I'm
was
not
looking
saying,
at
but
Hyunjin like,
yeah, I'm not saying Hyunjin was completely
and
innocent.
he knows he wasn't right.
right.
So he
okay,
apologized.
I know,
She
but I'm
needs to
just saying.
Want
Of course,
AI,
she-
get a written up statement,
I'm
put
not.
it out.
I get that, but I'm just saying we can't, presume that she's guilty without knowing more details. That's what
You
I'm
know-
saying. Just because someone accused someone.
Let me tell you something. When it's kids, they don't forget when you bullied them when they were little. They will come forward.
I am not saying. I'm saying we have to know more evidence, not just somebody accused of something and that's it. It happened. That doesn't work.
They
like
had a
that.
lot to say. They even brought up her mama.
Okay, so what? I can come up with a story, and doesn't make it through if I come up with something.
blew up on Korean forums,
them why they
and
pick
SM
her.
quickly announced legal action against false rumors
Random.
and defamation. Honestly, their response makes me skeptical of the accuser's claims. I mean, SM usually wastes no time putting idols on hiatus. It's practically a trend for them.
You
So
see?
the fact that they're standing by her says something. It's like clockwork. The moment a group debuts,
probably say,
classmates
"It
rise
wasn't
from the
me."
dead with stories straight out of a glory series.
Yeah.
Harem,
Right.
Karina,
Because I'm saying we.
Yeah,
we-
because people don't like when someone was mean to them when they were young, and now they're getting like this reward being the
I don't
people's
know.
princess.
Are we talking about different things or not?
No,
I don't
what
know
we're
what we're
talking
talking
about.
I said that we can't judge her yet because we don't
I know. I know.
I'm not
but
disagreeing with what you're
it's-
saying. You're
but-
right with everything. I just don't know.
But it's like people. I just wish they took the standpoint. Oh, we're gonna look into this. Not like we
Because they
st- we
probably
st-
looked into it already.
Then what is the statement? She wasn't a bully. Because right now I don't know what she is. Is she a bully or is she not a bully?
Right now, we know that she was accused of one. No, she doesn't. She's not a bully yet. She's accused of being
She's
a bully.
potentially a bully.
Potentially a bully, yes.
Mm-hmm. I don't
Giselle.
like potential bully.
Okay, you don't have to like it, but she's not not convicted yet.
they've all been through this, and for Hearts 2 Hearts, I'm not saying the accuser is lying, but their tone is a messy mix of bitterness, envy, and straight-up sabotage. It's not the voice of someone genuinely wronged. They're not here to heal or seek justice. They're here to drag the target through the mud with a laundry list of schoolyard drama, family scandals, and secondhand gossip. Sarcastic lines like "congrats on your debut" and their obsession with the target's success scream sour grapes. Like, they're seething that someone they see as trash made it big while they're stuck studying. This accuser isn't a victim, they're a moral grandstander. They're throwing around phrases like "you're the worst" and "people born with rotten personalities" to paint themselves as some righteous judge. And half their evidence is vague rumors and hearsay, like the smoking incidents and bullying claims. It feels more like scorched earth gossip than any real trauma. The whole thing reeks of jealousy fueled sabotage, not a cry for justice. I'll leave the translation in the pinned comment. Read it yourself and see. They're not trying to expose the truth. They're trying to tear that girl down because they can't stand seeing her succeed. Classic case of if I can't have it, neither can you. That's why I don't think this deserves any attention without proper evidence. I just hope people don't start dragging her already. We tend to believe the victim or the first one to speak at all costs, but we need to be objective and look for proof before ending a rookie's career 24 hours after her debut stage. Like, don't you think it's suspicious how accusers always wait until the debut to speak up?
I think that's when they find out, no?
Yeah, probably.
It's like the shock factor.
Case in
They
point.
probably seen her and they're like, oh, hell no. Da, 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 da. And then they want to, get their side out there.
Sunghan, this guy's been grinding as a rookie and churning out SM content for years, only to get hit with all this dirt on his debut day. Talk about perfect timing. It's painfully
Was it
obvious
true?
these clowns schedule their sleazy leaks for maximum drama. They thrive on the
Oh.
chaos, getting their jollies from watching a celeb's big break turn into a downfall. These people are probably wallowing in their own miserable stuck-in-a-hole lives, using every chance to tear someone down so they can feel a twisted sense of superiority. It's a tired, pathetic cycle that's become way too common. 3. Olivia Marsh is
Okay. Let's
She went in.
let's go check out that pinned comment. Translation of
mean?
the claims made by a person accusing Hearts of Harmony. Okay. Oh, okay. We are not checking out this pinned comment.
Wait, no, I want to see.
You want to read this whole fucking novel?
Really quickly. Just get the gist
Oh
of it.
my goodness. This is a
Says,
whole
"How
fucking
dare-"
letter.
Wait. So what is this pin comment?
This is the claim that the accuser made.
Okay, your fans are feeling uneasy. Okay, they say, don't you remember in middle school? Oh, they're telling everything. Ooh. Rumors spread in high school. Our seniors attended. You might dismiss some trivial gossip, but people around you know exactly how terrible you are. Oof. In middle school, you and your friends badmouth and even sexually harass certain teachers, okay? And your mom's academy. Oh, the mom had an academy? This reminds me of Exo Kitty a little bit. Written, well restrained, watered down words that be a lie. Even if even if this post goes viral and you get criticized, don't blame me. It's the life you live. Wow, this sounds like someone who's like really heartbroken. Like, for some reason, I'm like, what do you guys think? That sounds like someone like really wrote like experienced this and had like info, and they were like really
I don't know,
upset.
I'm not-
They're very specific.
I'm not gonna make any. I've been the same about
very
NCT Teal. I've
specific.
been the same about Jay-Z.
What
I'm
happened
gonna
to
be the
him?
same. Who, NCT Teal?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna be the same about this. I'm gonna wait until there is some sort of conclusion, because just as
But
accusations.
did she
is not
say
enough.
anything? She don't say anything. She don't say like.
Not yet. I don't think so. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Olivia Marsh's agency dropping a new statement. What else they gonna say?
His agency really doesn't know when to shut up, huh?
They
already
don't.
settled
I was
with
just about to
Isaac
say
Dunbar
that.
after he called them out for stealing his song, apologized, added him to the credits, and everyone moved on. Case closed.
Okay, we're
But
done.
now they
Yeah.
want to double back with a new statement, admitting the similarities but insisting it's not plagiarism. Then why add him to the credits in the first place? If it wasn't stolen,
Huh?
what exactly were they?
Okay, now you're gonna look crazy, girl. Olivia, what are you doing?
Why? You resolved it. We
like-
were praising you. You handled it well.
I feel like they saw the comments and they said, "Oh, we're not gonna go down this way."
Why open the Pandora's box again? Now it's just, oh my god.
Maybe they talk. Some attorney convinced them. Well, it's not really plagiarism. I can help you fight this. Da, da, da. So you can.
Yeah, but is that the fight worth like over $10,000? Is that worth fighting for?
I guess it was for them.
making amends for. Olivia is being pushed as a singer-songwriter, so they're scrambling to keep her reputation clean. But this extra statement? Completely unnecessary. They had already explained that a composer jacked the beat from Dunbar, sold it to them, and they unknowingly used it. Apologies were exchanged. Credits were adjusted. Done deal. Coming back now with but actually it's not plagiarism nonsense just makes them look guilty all over again. PR teams have one job, and yet they still manage to fumble it every time. 4. On Song Il, the CEO of The Givers, the same guy currently sweating under a criminal probe for hijacking copyrights to Cupid and forging signatures to steal credit from writers, including 50/50's Kina, just inked a one-year deal to produce the debut album for Ablume, the new group formed by ex-50/50 members. Yeah, that's the same man accused of masterminding 50/50's implosion by orchestrating their lawsuit against Attract and fueling abuse allegations that tanked their career.
So he's basically their version of Min Hee Jin, I guess. So I mean, it kind of makes sense. If I understand this correctly, it's the first time I'm hearing this, but so based on this little summary she just gave, he's their version of Min Hee Jin. So it makes sense he's producing the group. I don't. That's kind of expected, no?
The irony? Ablume's agency claims the members specifically requested him. A jaw-dropping twist, considering these same members swore they were independent and had cut ties with him post-split. Now they're cozying up to the guy Kina and attract blame for their mistreatment.
2.0.
Since his company handled their training in daily management, these girls are working with a criminal, civil lawsuits, copyright theft, fraud, mistreatment, stealing 50-50. Either the members are gaslighting the public or they've got amnesia about the legal grenade they're inviting into their reboot. The audacity to spin this as their choice after months of performative victimhood? Honey, the cognitive whiplash is real. They've alienated the OG stands clutching their justice for 50-50 signs, repelled new fans allergic to messy reboots, and left their apologists scrambling to explain why the same man they painted as a copyright-thieving signature-forging demon is now their producer. And we thought Min Hee-jin was the messy one? These members
The optics is bad. The optics is real bad here.
swore they were free agents, untethered from the Givers' greasy puppet strings, only to pivot and hand him the keys to their reboot. Meanwhile, Kina's over here watching the guy who robbed her royal.
I'm gonna be honest though, I do think they're gonna flop. I'm just,
Yeah, it's so much bad around.
yeah, it's just,
them.
it's just,
Just-
yeah, it's
just
my
grab
gut
it.
feeling.
Grab
Yeah, I
it.
think they're gonna flop.
And forged her name get a red carpet rollout. The disrespect is cinematic. If Betrayal had a soundtrack, this collab would be the lead single. It's a middle finger to Attract, Karma and basic common sense. But hey, they've just gift wrapped Attract's lawsuit a golden I told you so trophy, meaning they'll get hit with maximum penalties. Even if we're supposed to believe the trial's running smoothly, it's not. Why? Announce anything now? Releasing details before a verdict is like confessing to a crime you haven't even committed yet. If they're banking on the man's innocence, let the court decide, not the court of public opinion. But no, instead they're out here screaming trust us. Money definitely didn't change hands, while tripping over their own lies. 5. All 6 members of Weeekly just noped out of their contracts with IST Entertainment 2 whole years early. This comes after Kakao sold IST to Beyond Music earlier this month. I first assumed the remaining artists, Weeekly, ATBO, A-Pink and Victon would just shuffle over to Beyond like passengers switching buses. But with Weeekly jumping ship, I'm left scratching my head, wondering what fresh chaos
left?
awaits the rest. Victon and A-Pink are basically ghost ships at this point. Most of their members have already bounced, leaving IST clutching nothing but the group names like expired coupons. So what exactly did Beyond Music think they were buying? A struggling bus of a company is putting it kindly. This feels more like purchasing a used car with no engine and 3 flat tires. What's the endgame here? Are they banking on the nostalgia of group names that barely have members left? Or is this some kind of tax write-off masquerading as a business strategy? IST Entertainment is less of a company and more of a sinking ship, and Beyond Music just bought tickets to the iceberg. Now back to Weeekly. They didn't just trip over their own momentum. They yeeted it into
So I don't really know the details of this Weekly. Yeah, we reacted to them like once or twice. Not didn't really leave an impression on me. But so what I'm confused about, so they just can terminate the contract. So how is that different than New Jeans then? Why can't New Jeans just terminate the contract then? That's what I'm a little bit confused about. Because they're just like, oh, all members just terminated the contract 2 years early. Like, it's not a big deal.
They were like you said, they didn't leave a memorable impression. Were they making money in the
No,
first
like
place?
I think the group was failing, but
Yeah.
that aside, the contract is the contract.
But if the other side doesn't, want to like
I
go
guess.
through it and just let them go, it's like okay.
I guess. So maybe the word terminated is not the correct word. Maybe it was like mutually agreed to, not one-sided termination. Because that's what's kind of throwing me off, how the members just decided, oh yeah, contract over now. Because then New Jeans, by that logic, New Jeans' reasoning is valid too. They're just like, oh, contract over now.
the sun with the precision of a CEO burning company funds on a crypto meme. Their debut? Fresh, bright, a serotonin shot wrapped in a school uniform. The follow-up? Proof they weren't a one-hit wonder. Then came the jarring concept switch with Ben Para. Girl crush? Really? It sucked their momentum. Most companies at least pretend to care when their group's hype flatlines. But not IST. They saw Ben Para's backlash and said, hold my spreadsheet. Let's throw them in the dungeon for 2 years. Truly tragic. 6. Park Bomb finally taking a break for her health isn't a brave
Good job, Park. That's what you needed to do. Good.
choice. It's something that should have happened way sooner. Watching the 2NE1 reunion performances was uncomfortable. She looked lost, frozen, and barely keeping up. Dancers kept having to guide her off stage and fans laughed it off like it was no big deal. But excusing her obvious struggle isn't support, it's ignoring the problem. If she's unwell, why keep pushing her to perform? Stages are risky. What if she tripped or got hurt? It's not just about her voice or dancing, it's about safety. And blaming her company doesn't work here. Park Bomb's been in the industry for years. She has more autonomy than y'all think. The members aren't innocent either. If they cared, they'd step in and say this isn't safe or fair to her.
True.
Love means wanting what's best for someone, even if it's not what fans want to see. Park Bomb's talent and legacy matter, but forcing a comeback when she's
I
Frank.
mean, she could also be saying, "I know I got it, and at some point she's a
But
grown
others see
woman.
it. Others see
Yeah,
that you
but
ain't got
she's a
shit.
grown woman.
Yeah, but honestly, I think the whole 21 should stop the tour if it's still going. Yeah, the Sendera Park thing. Now her like just cut it.
But
Just cut
look,
cut your losses.
they say Park Bomb is going on hiatus. She put herself on hiatus.
Yeah, she's going on hiatus.
Yeah.
Clearly
So
not
my point
ready.
is that it really had to be like her decision to really,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the other three girls should also just say, nah, we can't do this. It's okay.
Helps no one. This reunion should have been a celebration, not a red flag. 7. Jennie's album sampler sounded very promising. The visuals were flawless as expected. But what really stands out is the way she's stepping outside the box with the sounds. These tracks are weird in the best possible way. I'm here for the fact that she's not sticking to what's comfortable or what everyone expects from a K-pop soloist. Experimenting with a variety of sounds, Zen and Love Hangover are already proving to be hits. And I can't wait to see how the whole project connects.
Not really. Love Hangover kind of flopped. I don't really see how it's proven to be a hit. But okay.
maybe outside the U.S. because in Billboard it fell off the Billboard.
Yeah.
Jennie's definitely showing more
Not just outside. Like we saw the Spotify too. There, this wasn't like that well.
range here. And can we talk about her voice? It's one of those tones that works with everything. She's not the strongest vocalist, but there's something about her voice that complements these tracks perfectly.
Oh,
Okay.
that's an abrupt ending.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible. Bye, guys.